Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Know yourself and you will win all battles. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong, and strike at what is weak. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms or fights not at all. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy, and is not moved by him. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Knowing the enemy enables you to take the offensive, knowing yourself enables you to stand on the defensive. Attack is the secret of defense, defense is the planning of an attack. Great results can be achieved with small forces. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Mystify, mislead, and surprise the enemy. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision, to the releasing of a trigger. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. If there is disturbance in the camp, the general's authority is weak. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. When the outlook is bright, bring it before their eyes, but tell them nothing when the situation is gloomy. You can be sure of succeeding in your attacks, if you only attack places which are undefended. The art of a war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. The experienced soldier, once in motion, is never bewildered. Once he has broken camp, he is never at a loss. The consummate leader cultivates the moral law, and strictly adheres to method and discipline, thus it is in his power to control success. Simulated disorder postulates perfect discipline, simulated fear postulates courage, simulated weakness postulates strength. Whoever is first in the field and awaits the coming of the enemy, will be fresh for the fight. Whoever is second in the field and has to hasten to battle will arrive exhausted. If equally matched, we can offer battle. If slightly inferior in numbers, we can avoid the enemy. If quite unequal in every way, we can flee from him.